Welcome everyone, welcome to a brand new Let's Play. And for this Let's Play we will be playing Neo Scavenger. It's a really cool indie game. We'll go back to the main screen so you can see it properly. I believe it's actually made in Flash, Adobe Flash, I believe. So, it's a really cool game. It's sort of a turn-based, like, survival, post-apocalyptic, scavenging. It's really hard to sort of describe, but it is super fun, and I am no good at it. So, let's get straight into it, on that note. So, first thing you do is you pick your traits, and they've actually changed this since the last time I was playing it. So last time you could only pick like 3 traits, and each of the floors you took, gave you an extra slot, so you take one floor, you could take one of these. But that is not the case anymore. They've changed it to be like a point system, which, I don't know, it looks like you'd be able to take more of these traits, but I don't know. Okay, so what are we going to take? Well, ranged is nice. But strong is good. Now, I know there is a trick you can do early on in the game where you can do strong and tough, I believe, will give you access to a little extra goodies at the beginning. Now, is there an option here that might be helpful? Fatigue's faster than usual. That's not great. Insomniac, not super helpful. It's only worth 1 anyway. Metabolism mightn't be too bad. It'll just be a matter of we need to get more food. You know what? We'll do that. We'll take metabolism. It's probably a bad idea, but we'll see. And to sort of help with that, we'll take trapping, I think. And we can take 3. So how about a utility skill? Something a bit more utility, like mechanic, I guess. Maybe mechanic? Could do eagle eye. It's not very utility. We'll take mechanic. So we're a strong, tough, trapping mechanic who has a very fast metabolism. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. So, you wake up disoriented, slumped over the base of an empty cryosleep pod, still damp from cryofluid. The thick dust from the floor clings to your skin, leaving a clean spot on the ground where a large 05 is painted. Across the room there is an open door to the hallway and a broken window leading outside. Just as you gather your wits, an unearthly scream erupts from down the hall beyond the doorway. Something is coming. Fast. So we're actually going to take... Oh, is it strong in melee I need? Oh, I think it's strong in melee, not tough. Whoops, well, we'll do strong. You steel your nerves and decide to take this thing down. Whatever it is, as you assume a defensive stance, it bursts into the room. The beast stands on its hind legs like a man, but has the appearance of a ragged, predatory dog. It looks right at you, shrieks, and lunges. It connects with a force that jars you both, and the dog man actually has to step back to keep its balance. Taking advantage of his distraction, you knock him to the ground and grab his throat. His claws tear into your flesh as you crush his windpipe with every ounce of strength you have. Moments later, he stops moving. You realize it cost you some nasty wounds, but at least you're alive. With the rush of adrenaline fading, you turn your attention back to this strange room. You should probably finish up here, in case there are more of those things. Dogman gone. Search console for records. You check the console for any patient info and come across 3 records. Tank 1, Anton Blubber, committed blah blah blah, emergency contact Angela Blubber. Tank 5, which you remember there was a 05 on the ground, so that's us. Philip Kindred, committed blah blah. Billing info, Detroit Savings Bank. Now that's important. And Tank 6, Lloyd Blank Check. Emergency contact, Cool, so we need to track down the Detroit Savings Bank. And we're actually going to climb out the window. You decide to go outside and see if you can figure out where you are. Avoiding the broken glass, you step onto the sill and outside, rustling some plants that have grown wild in the area. It's cool outside, and damp. Probably morning. The distant report of a gun catches your attention. You cock your head, listening, but it's over as quickly as it started. Obviously you're not alone out here, though that doesn't necessarily comfort you. You're in the parking lot of Geiger's cryo facility, but everything looks disused and in disrepair. Plants have pushed their way through the pavement and over the facility. Worst of all, nothing looks familiar. You don't remember this place, or even who you are. Your frustration mounts, but you catch it and put it in check. Might as well take a look around. So here we are. This is sort of the main game type deal. So you can see we have a certain number of moves up here. And we have sort of all these bars that tell us like how hungry we are, thirst, sleep, how much we're carrying, how comfortable we are, the temperature, and how much, sort of our health. It's not exactly our health, but it's kind of our health. So the first thing we have is we have a Dogman corpse. Now, what do we do with that? Well, we can craft. I know this is a trick, so we move this. Hang on, how do we... Is it 1? Current curse mode, take, drop. Yeah, okay, so we want to swap it. There we go. And we'll just grab sort of one of these. And you can see we get all this stuff from it, right? I think, can we use trapping? Yeah, so we can use trapping as well as a thing. So, this might be a little bit dodgy, because I'm going to have to use the wiki a lot. Just for sort of recipes and stuff. You do get some recipe things in the game, but kind of like Minecraft, like, actually using a wiki is way better. So we're going to do that. We're going to say confirm, and you can see we got all this stuff. Now let's go back to the item screen. So what we got for using trapping is a Dogman fur coat, which is a pretty good piece of equipment. We can equip that, and you can see it. The Dogman fur coat, I believe it increases your... So you can see actually our outdoor temperature, right? Boom. So we're at a comfortable temperature. So at the moment, all we're wearing, basically, we'll take it off, is a hospital gown with nothing underneath. We are wearing a bronze talisman on a braided leather string. Don't know what that does. And a hospital wrist strap labeled Philip Kindred. So we're obviously we'll keep all that stuff. Now, we do have some meat here, but there's not much point keeping it, because meat does go off. It doesn't really help us to sort of hang on to it. We are bleeding, so our upper stomach was slashed. If we check our health, you can see there's a nasty cut here. Minor cut, minor bleeding, minor pain. And we are bruised on the leg, so minor bruising and some minor pain. Now, let's scavenge the cryo facility. Despite its high-tech appearance, this facility seems to be tucked away in the wilderness, out of sight. This bodes well for the chances of finding something of value, or even shelter, provided nothing else is set up shop here with those same ideas. You found something. Okay, so we found something which is actually... We can re-enter the cryo facility, and we're not going to do that just yet. I've done the start of this game like 1,000,000 times, but I've never really completed it or really got that far at all. As you approach the town, there is no sign of activity. Buildings stand in ruin, vehicles are overturned and blackened with fire. Explosion marks radiate outwards from walls and pavement. So it's, everything's pretty wrecked. In the distance, strange-looking creatures circle in the sky, like monstrous, leathery vultures. The world has drastically changed from what you knew. Some sort of cataclysm has befallen Earth, returning mankind to the Dark Ages. And along with it, your hopes of finding a warm meal and some answers. You decide to look around and scavenge what you can from the ruins. So we are actually going to do that. We are going to see what we can scavenge here. Storage shed. So now we can use our skills to loot, so we can scavenge strongly, which gives us a better chance of finding loot, but it decreases safety, and we're not as sneaky. We can also use mechanic, which I don't think helps. Actually, it is slightly better. So mechanic makes you safer. Doesn't make you sneakier, so it makes you safer, but you get less loot, because you are avoiding dangerous structures and pitfalls. But we can also scavenge brutishly, which will give us a slightly better chance for loot, and keep the safety up, so I think that's what we're going to do. No useful items found this time, your activity likely loaded nearby creatures. Damn. That kinda sucks. What we might do is we might just go strong on this one. Safety's still pretty high, sneak is low, loot is pretty high. Cut on some broken glass. Wow, really? It was a stupid mistake, but while trying to reach a blocked room from the outside, you cut yourself on the broken glass from the window. It'll sting for a while, but it isn't anything serious. No useful items found this time, your activity likely loaded nearby creatures. Alright, so we've used all our moves. We have to end our turn. Ooh, we've got a feral dog. So this is combat. So we have a range of 6. Our best cover is low and our terrain is treacherous. So let's just... We won't retreat. We'll just... we'll fall back. Okay, so the feral dog desperately retreats from the player. So it doesn't want none of this. Just like I don't want none of it. So that's pretty much what you want. Now, can't you split stack? Is shift. Can we split stack? Yeah, there we go. So we should be able to equip this in one of our hands. Throne stone, can we? Yeah, so we can stone smash. Which is probably what we're going to do. It's not going to be terribly effective, but better than your fists. We'll just keep scavenging and hopefully not stuff up again. Okay, so we found something. We found some pieces of old newspaper. Some dirty rags, which... not great. We could use it to stop our bleeding, but you don't really want to wrap up with dirty rags. And we don't have any sort of backpack yet, which is kind of crappy. I was sort of hoping we'd find a backpack. We didn't find anything. Alright, we've walked into... Oh, it's probably the dog, right? Play search unknown target. I mean, we'll just retreat. Oh! Unknown assailant attacks player and hits. Feral dog scratch player's lower right arm with a bite. Let's tackle it. Feral dog charges a player, exposed, tackles dog. Player fell to the ground and must regain footing to continue. Feral dog fell to the ground and must regain footing to continue. But the feral dog loses a turn, so what we can do is we can just get up. So you can see all its traits over here. So we get a turn and then we can attack it. So let's do a melee surge. Feral dog gets up. Player tries to launch a flurry of attacks at the feral dog but misses. And we have to take a turn to recover. Ooh, it's bitten us again. Wow, this is going about as well as I expected. Okay, let's tackle the target again. What happened there? Scratch... No, player tackles dog. Feral dog fell to the ground. Okay, so we both need a turn to recover. Oh wow, that sort of stuffs up that a bit, but it's fine. We're both going to get up at the same time, yeah. Let's just attack him. Player attacks feral dog and hits. Player smacked the feral dog's lower right arm with a stone smash. Feral dog is stunned and unable to move for a moment. And it missed. We're going to do a melee surge now. Ooh, we did some damage. Hold up. Player launches a flurry of attacks at feral dog and hits. Player needs a moment to recover. Feral dog needs a moment. Player demolished feral dog's lower right leg with a stone smash. Feral dog cannot run. Feral dog fell to the ground and must regain footing. Right leg became crippled. Feral dog is in severe pain and having trouble concentrating. Player smacked the feral dog's upper stomach with a stone smash, and it's unconscious. It passed out from the unbearable pain, and we hit it again. We demolished its lower chest with a stone smash. It's coughing up blood, and it died due to acute bleeding in the lungs. Now, I don't like to kill dogs, but, you know, push comes to shove. Oh man, we are just cut all over the place. I think we go back here. Let's grab these dirty rags. We'll just put them in our other hand. Oh yeah, wait, you can also put them on your face to protect you from contaminants. We won't do that yet. We'll hopefully get clean rags to do that. So I'll go here. Now, I don't remember if we can clean rags with... with water? No, we can't. We would need an actual disinfectant. Ooh, this is not looking good for us. We're gonna have to hope that maybe this building here has some sort of good loot. Ah, it's another feral dog. Feral dogs are easy to kill too. Oh, let's just go strong. Oh, we got something. Excellent. We got a crowbar. Now, we got a crowbar with a strap, which means we can actually put it over our shoulder. If I can click on it properly. There we go. And we also got a disposable plastic bag. Now that's excellent. So we can use that as a backpack and put things inside it. There's nothing really there to search yet. Or to grab, rather. This game might be a little bit boring to look at, but I highly recommend picking it up. It's lots of fun. Ooh, we could just do that. Let's do that. You found something, but the activity alerted nearby creatures. We found an FJV copper book laptop. We empty it out. So we have a laptop battery, which appears to be out of battery because it's empty. So normally it'd have like charge in there, like an item called charge or something. But hang on, open. On. Insufficient charges are switched to FJV Copperbook laptop locked. Yeah. So if we just take this, or we can put it in here, can't we? No. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember exactly. Oh no, that did work. That did work. Yeah, so it doesn't have any charge in it, as I kind of expected. It is worth a bit of money, though. So we could close it and put it in our thing. We can rotate with a button, can't we? Is it left click then right click or R or something? Don't remember. Pretty sure there's a way you can rotate, but I don't remember off the top of my head. So we'll just keep going. We'll do the super strong search. And we found something. A metal saucepan, not really useful. An olive-coloured hoodie. Now that is helpful. A makeshift rag shoe. Better than nothing, I guess. A handful of jelly bears. Oh, love me some jelly bears. And some saltine crackers. So we're absolutely going to take this stuff. It's not very good food, but it is food. We're not hungry yet. We'll put the hoodie on. So now our current outfit is a hospital robe. Like, we're naked underneath a hospital robe, a hoodie, and a fur coat. Like the most, I don't know, pimpin' people in the apocalypse. Well, how do you make makeshift rag shoes? Probably like string and rags, right? Some sort of string. Oops, that's a rock. Medium thread. Maybe we'll make it. We can just keep making that. Oh, we can make a sling, of course. That is actually a really effective weapon. We are going to go here. We're going to use a sling in the other hand, because we can put this stuff up here now. And we'll just put the stones in there for the moment. Have improper footwear. Well, that's an understatement. We have like one shoe. Alright, so we're 25 range away, so that's not too bad. We'll just take cover. Yeah, and it bolted, which is what feral dogs normally do. Oh wow, good stuff in here. Yeah, we'll do that for sure. So we get excellent loot, and we are pretty much completely safe. Oh, we got a squirrel snare. We got some jeans! Guys, we have pants! Not very good pants, but we do have pants. Okay, grey shirt. We will wear this as well. And we're going to take the pebbles. Now, pebbles don't do as much damage as stones. You know, shocker. But, what they lack in damage, they make up for in quantity. Because you can see that stones can only fit in 2 squares. Pebbles can fit in 1. So we can have like 20 shots with pebbles. But in with stones, you can only have like 10, I think. So it's definitely worth it. Now we need to go and get a shiv. Painful blisters on their foot. Really? Never had that before. Yeah, so let's grab a shard. And see if we can't tear up this into strips. Shiv, no. I want... Oh, it really makes dirty rags? I suppose that makes sense. You know what? We might actually wrap this up with dirty rags. So we'll just go bang, bang. 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 Can we wrap up bruising? No. I guess it's better than nothing. Sort of, at the end of the day, better to have something wrapping up your bleeding than nothing at all. Let's keep scavenging. Strong. Yeah, we'll do that. Cut on some broken glass. I shouldn't be taking these risks. Ooh, actually we got a Corner Cola plastic bottle with some Corner Cola in it, which is pretty handy. Ugh. Ooh. He's got a gun. We are going to take cover. Player's bleeding, player's starting to sweat. Stranger's taking cover and it's hard to hit with ranged weapons. Okay, we might put the crowbar in our hand. Can we advance onto cover? Stranger charges a player. So he probably doesn't have bullets then. Otherwise, I imagine he would have, like, shot at us by now. And he's a bad mother. That's what he's called. Okay, so we're now 3 range, which I believe puts us not quite in melee range. We are going to demand the target surrender. He gets up. How about we just... Where's the wait? Let's wait and see what he does. Okay, so he charged at us. Let's headbutt him. Bang! He ran from me. Okay, well, we are going to melee surge. Yeah, there we go. What do we get? Player launches a flurry of attacks at Bad Mother and hits. Pounded Bad Mother's left arm with a crowbar. Bad Mother is stunned. Pounded Big Mother's lower chest with a crowbar. Pounded Bad Mother's left arm with a crowbar. So he's pretty messed up. So let's just do a regular melee attack. We got his left leg. So we are just wailing on this guy with a crowbar. Crushed his lower left leg with a crowbar. This game's pretty brutal. Is he knocked on the ground? No, he's just stunned. So let's just keep doing single attacks. Okay, now he's unconscious. We hit him in the upper chest. He's probably in, yeah, pain, I would say. Knocked him out. He's in shock. So we'll just do a melee surge and that should finish it. Lower chest. Demolish his lower chest. Yeah, and he died from lung bleeding. Okay, so we actually have a hunting rifle with a scope now, but the problem with that is honestly it's not very handy. Ooh, although we do have some new genes. Some pretty good genes. We have some hydrocodone. I don't remember what that is. Oh, hello. What have you got? Caster wheels. Now you got a glove. Might as well. A cured chunk of meat. Yes. Roads and routes of Michigan. Once cheap and ubiquitous at roadside stops, these pocket road maps have become something of an archaeological tool for modern scavengers. Carefully unfold the giant leaf and try to make sense of where you are. Let's locate Detroit. You recognize Detroit, even if everything else in your memory is missing. As cities go, it's one of the bigger ones. You trace a route from where you are to the city. See minimap. Okay. Will do. Minimap. Oh wow, it's all the way over there. So it's all the way over here. That's pretty far. Might want to gear up a little bit before we go for that drive. Or that wander. Okay, we have a hunting rifle with a scope. It doesn't have a sling, which kind of sucks, but I guess we can do this. Because that does give us magnifying optics. Can we... No, we can't detach the scope. I think we need like a screwdriver to detach the scope. Okay, let's empty that out. What is that? Orange pill. They're both orange pills, aren't they? Ah, two different pills. I'm pretty sure there is something you can do to, like, identify them. Now, hydrocodone, I believe, is a painkiller. Pharmacon L-thyroxine, I think, is an antibiotic. But that could be very wrong. Hydrocodone, I'm pretty sure, is a what do you call it? Okay, we found something. Oh, multi-tools. Multi-tools are the best thing ever. Hang on. Shouldn't this have a pocket? No, I guess not. Oh no, it does. It does. It's just the hoodie, the fur coat sort of blocks it. So can I just do this? Hang on. Can I do that and put this on and then... Yeah, okay, it's still there. Good, so the multi-tool is there. We have that. Excellent. We can put a proper shoe on. We only have one. Digital water tester is actually pretty handy. Okay, there's no point in having the brown t-shirt. We know we can't tear that up into actual useful stuff. We now have a multi-tool, so we don't need the shards, which means we can probably take the tester. Ah, see, here we go. So these are scraps of paper are how you get recipes. So let's split these apart, and each one is actually different. Meat and hide from medium furry corpse. So if you use trapping skill, a sharp edge, and a medium furry corpse, you get meat and hide. Meat from medium. 308 rifle with scope, add a strap. 1 Phillips head screwdriver, 1 scoped 308, no strap, which is what we have. 1 medium thread, and 2 small mechanical parts. We might be able to do that. Mechanical parts are tricky. Got some more pebbles too. Mechanical parts are tricky, but medium thread we can get. A screwdriver is tricky, but I believe the multi-tool has... a thing. Can I, like, put it... No, I can't put it around my neck. Shame. You probably could put a sling around your neck. Lock storage shed. We're just going to force our way in. Keep an eye out for traps. We'll do strong. And yeah, we don't need mechanic. Ooh. Rifle scope with a strap. We'll put that around our neck. That means we can keep it all the time. We have one, like, croc. I'm never going to lower myself to wearing Crocs in the apocalypse. Unlit torch. Crude. I don't think there's anything we really want there. I don't know. As I said, I am no good at this game. I will readily admit. But I think we can probably be happy with that. What is that? There's a stranger up there. Let's go and see what this stranger's doing. One or more creatures approach, but none have seen you yet. We'll engage up close. Wow, 20. He's got a whiskey bottle. Barefoot, unconscious, fallen. I think he's asleep. Yeah, he's not unconscious anymore. So we'll just take cover. And now he's awake. And he sees us. So let's offer to talk. Player offers to talk with bad mother. Player is temporarily distracted. He charged at me. Okay, so he doesn't want to talk. What we're going to do is we're going to use this sling. Slang pebble. Okay. We'll take cover. He charges at me. Okay, so let's blast away. Yeah, see, this is the advantage of pebbles and having the archery thing. Range thing. Actually, do we have the range trait? I don't think we do. Doesn't matter. Whipped lower stomach, whipped upper right arm, smash right arm. His right arm's crippled. Oof. We really smacked him with that. He is behind cover now, so he's going to be harder to hit. Yeah. That's unfortunate. We'll advance under cover. Okay, he's not in cover anymore. Let's get him. Slung pebble, upper right leg, upper chest. He's coughing up blood. He's in severe pain. He is now in cover, though. Let's just back up a bit. He dodged me and I fell back. He's still in cover, though. Let's go up on him again. He charged at me. Alright, well, I guess he hasn't had enough. Lower right leg, pounded his head with slung pebble. So he smacked him in the head. We just whirled this sling around and just bang, right in the skull with a pebble. Smashed left leg with a slung pebble. Left arm crippled. Sorry, left arm. So his right and left arm are crippled. And he's now unconscious. So we'll just, we'll just punch. We'll probably just beat him to death. Yeah, he's still unconscious. There's nothing he can really do. We'll just punch him. Wailed on his head with a punch. Died of severe traumatic brain injury. Oof. Well, wow, we have whiskey bottle. Cooked meat. We're actually going to eat this, I think. Yeah. That's fair. Oh my god, clean rags. Yes. And another left shoe. Why does everyone have left shoes? What's wrong with the right shoe? And a cured medium chunk of meat. Okay, what if we eat this one? It's going to reduce our thirst. But I think that will be mostly okay. We will put our medium chunk of meat cured in here. Would be nice to get our hands on the whiskey bottle. Oh, which we can. Didn't think it would fit. Alright. So let's go here. We'll rip all these off. Yeah. Rip all these off. And we will chuck clean rags on everything. Oops. Clean rags, clean rags, clean rags. And then we're actually going to put the other one around our face. So we have a crude air filter. I don't know how much that actually helps, but it's normally what I do, just to be safe. You know, you never know. You never know what might happen. Alright, let's keep sneaking north a bit. I guess we're not really sneaking, we've like munched and crunched through everything we've come across. As you pick your way through overgrown ruins, a peculiar sound becomes briefly audible. It disappears but picks up again in a moment, as if carried by air currents. It's a distant humming, like small gas engines, out of place in the stillness of empty forests and abandoned buildings. Weird. Right, I've been to Zomzoms, yeah. We will scavenge around here. There's no real reason not to. We're pretty safe near Zomzoms, I believe. Ooh, another multi-tool. I'm happy. And we're thirsty now. We can fix that, right? We'll break in, we'll go trapping strong. Cool, we got some stuff. And we'll finish off this last storage shed. So what have we found? A large branch from a tree. Not very useful. A sleeping bag. That would be good if we're sort of out and about. Twigs and bark. It's not very useful. I guess we can put that on our right foot. It works. Blisters on foot. I don't know what that means. Can't treat that. I think it just means that you move slower. Let's go to Zomzoms. As the source of the distant sounds finally comes into view, you stop in your tracks. Unsure whether it's safe to continue, ahead you see a titanic warehouse like one of those distribution centers from before the apocalypse. There is a dull roar of ethanol generators combined with the occasional rev of unsuppressed exhaust from off-road vehicles. Figures seem to be milling around a low extension on the right, and the occasional ATV arrives or departs without fanfare. You don't think you've been spotted yet, this far out, though with all the activity it's hard to tell. Let's have a look from afar. We'll just use the scope, we don't need to use the whole gun. Peering into the distance, you see a bright sign reading Zomzoms, a place to eat, hanging over a giant garage door, fenced off behind a tarp and barbed wire. Bright lights, welding arcs, and peculiar shadows can be seen in the fenced area, and more lights from within the warehouse. A semi-trailer attached to one of the loading bays acts as a makeshift gate and pedway into the warehouse. That's actually pretty smart. Ragged-looking figures line up alongside the trailer, watched over by armed mercenaries. It looks more like a club than anything else, except for that tarp area. Then you see it, a truck on the other side, offloading prisoners or slaves of some sort. That doesn't bode well. But then again, people come and go freely everywhere else, and are entering voluntarily through the pedway. Well, we will approach, but we are going to do that in the next episode. Okay, so we can use that there. So, that's all we got time for in this episode. I hope you've been enjoying it so far. It's a bit of a slow game, I will admit, but it's a really good survival sort of, like, if you want a hardcore survival, like, post-apocalyptic game, this is pretty decent. So anyway, thank you very much, everyone, for watching. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. If you want to see more content from me, the Aussie Nerd, feel free to subscribe to my channel. If you think you know any friends that might enjoy my content, make sure you share a video or two with them. I really appreciate it. And finally, if you want to leave any hints, tips, tricks, feedback, useful recipes you know of, or you just want to say hi, make sure you do so in the comment section down below so that I can see it. And I'll see all of you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.